what your next year needs to look like. You're setting goals, and today I want to talk to you about SMART goals. Hey everybody, Jay Pitts here, broker owner at RE/MAX Premier Properties, and we're back for another episode of JTPU University. You know, it's that time of year where you're wrapping up your 2021 or whatever year it may be. You're wrapping up your year. You're reflecting on what you gave, what you sacrificed, what you achieved, how many clients you helped, and what your next year needs to look like. You're setting goals, and today I want to talk to you about SMART goals. But you know, as you can probably imagine, or maybe you've heard already, that's an acronym for, different characteristics that your goals should, encompass, should, guide you in setting those goals. But I'm going to focus on a couple of the items within the acronym as most appropriate for you as a real estate agent. Let's jump in. So number one, and this is one that you must place high emphasis on, and that is the S for specific. Don't be general. Don't be vague. Don't say I want to have a better year than last year. Don't say I want to have the best year of my career. Say I want to close 50 units for, this number of dollar volume and net this amount of money after expenses. Be specific. The devil is in the details. Or as my father used to say, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. And what I mean by that is that if you're general about your goals, the outcome after achieving them may not be exactly what you want. Number two, your goals must be measurable. I kind of touched on that a little bit in the last example. A lot of times specificity and measurability run hand in hand, but let's just be honest. You need to know how many units will produce how much volume, will produce how much income. You need to know what expenses you're willing to incur to achieve those goals. Measurability. You need to know what your KPIs are. You can find that, throughout my teachings, throughout my talks, throughout this podcast. You can find key performance indicators, measurability. How many appointments do you need to go on to get how many contracts written, to get how many contracts accepted, to get to the closing table how many times? Measurability is key. Attainability, or being realistic, is really important. Really important. Okay? You don't want to set a goal of 50 units when 20 is what's attainable for you. Okay? One of several things will happen. You'll either achieve the goal and not appreciate what you sacrificed to get it. You'll either punt midstream and feel like a ship without a rudder, or, you will just flounder, okay? And feel less than successful because you've set yourself up for failure with an unattainable goal. Number four is relevant. Okay. Now, I don't think we have a problem with relevancy here in the real estate industry. You know what moves the needle for you. Okay. You're not going to set a goal, okay, to be the best real estate investor in the city when your day-to-day is a real estate agent. Being an accomplished real estate investor next year is not relevant to your goal of meeting your baseline of, economic and income needs from being a real estate agent. It may be, a long-term goal. It may be a big, broad goal, big, audacious goal we've heard at sometimes. But relevancy is really important. Make sure you stay on sequence. Make sure that you pursue, your basic needs first. Okay, that's relevancy. Number five, and this is probably one of the most important, okay, and it's time-bound, time-specific. You must have a deadline, okay? A deadline to achieve something, or it's just a dream, not a goal, okay? And those of you that have listened to me long know that I don't like the word goals. I like the word projections. Goals has a certain aspirational quality behind it. Projections mean that you have a reasonable assumption to expect that you will hit the numbers you set forth in front of yourself. Once again, SMART goals: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time sensitive. You follow those when you're setting your goals, chances are 2022 is going to be one of your best yet. Once again, I'm Jay Pitts, broker owner at RE/MAX Premier Properties. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.